The very first card that you got is from your guardian angels, talking about steady progress. I love this card for you guys. This is what you look like to me. And what they're saying is, we acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. I just love that. So your guardian angels want to acknowledge you for what you do through love, your actions, your thoughts of love. And the very next card is unconditional love. That wants to come right up next to this. Like they're saying that we are acknowledging you for embodying this. Unconditional love for Mother Mary. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. And yes, they're acknowledging you for doing that, working on that. You also got Lady Nada talking about your heart is awakening. Your heart is awakening. Heart awakening. Awakening to acceptance of divine love, giving and receiving in balance. Yep. Your heart is awakening. They're asking you then with this relationship card wants to go next. And they're saying that your primary relationship is with yourself and God. And every other relationship follows from there. So your heart is awakening you to unconditional love of kind of spirit. And they're saying that in embodying that, remembering that every other relationship comes from you loving yourself and God first. You loving yourself and God first. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships then bloom and prosper. And all of these are going together. Unconditional love of yourself and spirit first, as your heart is awakening, and you are just making some tremendous progress with that, Taurus. Is what they're saying. If this resonates with some of you, what you're doing is working, and your guardian angels see it. They're the ones with you all the time. So they're saying in that, so as your heart's awakening and you're honoring the love of self and God, and then therefore others, and allowing for balance, they're saying, it's not really necessary as you move forward in life to have confidence in yourself in terms of what you'd like to do, the doing, that if you have faith and trust in spirit, you're good to go. So again, guardian angels, this is from your guardian angels. A lot of guardian angels right here in the beginning. So moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in spirit and God is enough. Along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. Buoy your courage and faith to keep going. So, honoring yourself and spirit and God first, and your relationship with spirit. Relationship with yourself and your relationship with spirit first. Understanding and accepting and appreciating that God works through you, with you, so that as you move forward in whatever steps you decide to take, whatever you're wishing for, whatever you're wanting, trusting in spirit, allow that to take over. Anytime your own sort of your human self confidence starts to waver, just remember that spirit is working through you. So just have faith and confidence in spirit, and you'll be all right. It looks like there have been some sort of things that you have been asking for, and so it looks like change is coming. Change is coming, and what they have said so far is kind of part of that. So change is in the air, and they're saying that the changes that you're going through are positive. Any changes that you might be going through are positive. Changes, shifts, awakening. As your heart is awakening, that's going to cause some shifts. So nurture yourself through these changes. I know it feels like Taurus, you guys just don't feel like you like change very much to me. It might be hard for you guys. Change is just not something that you're crazy about. So they're saying nurture yourself through whatever changes that you might be experiencing. They're coming as a result of your heart awakening. So the changes are good. These are positive changes, even though, you know, this card's kind of got a dark colors, kind of dark feel to it. The changes might not feel real good, but it is good. It's coming from your heart awakening. And what happens when your heart awakens? Your heart is where all your emotions live. And so they're getting stirred up. Emotions might be getting stirred up. You might be experiencing more emotional depth, is what they're saying. Depth. More emotion stirring. Honor your emotions as they come up. Notice how she's just sort of stirring the stick in the water. You know, your emotions are getting stirred up as your heart awakens. And this unconditional love is coming through you, where they're working with you. And this love energy is opening up your heart, and it's opening up potentially some emotions that maybe you haven't felt in a long time. So they're asking you to honor the cycles of your energy and your emotions and your body as these changes are happening. Now it looks like karma is releasing. That's part of the change in your heart awakening, is some karma is releasing. You've got Saint Germain. Saint Germain, karma is releasing. I so think of him as, you know, sort of the magic, you know, he could turn lead into gold. He's very famous for being an alchemist. He could literally turn lead into gold. Just magic, this guy. And he's saying that karma is releasing. Move beyond any drama. Okay, so the changes that are happening. Move beyond the drama and create your own path. Make room for good energy. Walk away from drama and make room for good energy that wants to come through. Yeah. The next card you got is from Pele, asking you what your heart really wants. As it's opening, you're gonna, the depth, that word depth again, they're using that word depth again. As your heart opens, you'll be able to go deeper, experience more emotions, experience more in your heart space. And so as your heart is opening, they're asking you to be honest with yourself and looking at what your heart truly desires. Now that it's more open, and so you have access to deeper levels of what you would really, really like. What are your passions? What are your passions, Taurus? And then it's no surprise to me whatsoever that Melchizedek comes in and says, you know, by the law of attraction, you can create, your life experience will reflect, you know, your passions. Yeah. Melchizedek is saying that your life, your outer world will shift now. See, that's going to start happening too. Your heart space, it's like your heart space is your core, right? It's your core, and as that's expanding and changing and shifting, your outer world is absolutely going to go through some changes. And so they're saying, you know, what do you want? What do you want? Because you may have it. What do you want? Because you'll get it. As your heart, and this love energy is the highest frequency. This is the highest frequency in terms of resonance, and the law of attraction being all about resonance. What you resonate with is what lines up with you. That's what makes your inner match, or your outer, I should say, your outer match your inner. So if you're vibrating at the highest frequency, you're going to be attracting things that you love. So what do you love? what do you want to attract? That's what they're saying. So he's asking you to imagine it. Write about it. Imagine it. Write it out. Get super clear. What do you want? What do you want? Accessing your deeper heart space, depth. The question on this card, imagining, while you're imagining, they ask a question for you to sort of ponder, for you to write about. And the question is, what would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? What would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? And then they're asking you to write down the answer to that. Embody that. Yeah. And then he's coming up to say that's going to come. So kind of get ready, because it's going to come. And it feels like it's going to come really, really fast, because the very next card says golden opportunities are coming. I mean, it almost feels like it's happening as I'm doing this reading. It's that fast for you guys. Energetically. It's like energetically you're with me right now, and these shifts are happening like right now in real time. Well, it's like, imagine it. What do you want? Answering that question, writing it down. Here you go. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. It's as if you imagine it, and then it comes. Very, very fast. The very next card is Saint Germain. Again, the magician, the alchemist, saying, work your magic. Work that magic. What do you want? Imagine it. Write it down. When golden opportunities come to you, walk through them. Work your magic. I really love this reading for you guys. How fun. And then you also got simplicity. So, you know, it's not like you need to write a novel. Keeping it simple. You can keep it simple. Keeping it simple. And as these golden opportunities start to show up and you start walking through them, just, you know, one step at a time. One step at a time is all you need to worry about. So if some of you are starting to sort of get overwhelmed, like, oh my goodness, you know, that would be a huge change. If I actually got everything I wanted that fast, that would be a really big change. And so they're saying, no, it's okay. You can keep it simple. You can keep it real simple. You can just kind of state one or two things that you would like. If you don't want too much change at once, then you know, sort of, you know, Taurus, sort of be careful. Because you're going to get what you want. It's what it feels like. Fast. So if too much change is just uncomfortable for you, then just keep it simple in terms of imagining what your heart is wanting. You know, just kind of pick one or two things at a time. Because it really feels like you're going to get them fast. So keep it simple and just go one step at a time. It's all good. You get a rainbow. Lots of little steps make the big dreams come true. So if you'd rather work in little steps, that's cool. That's where you're more comfortable. That works. Yeah. So that's kind of it for Taurus. So you got two cards from Saint Germain. Saint Germain coming in here twice. Work your magic. The alchemist. Transforming lead into gold. Literally. That's what he did. And so he's saying that's what you guys can do. Just work it. Work your magic.